Hi, welcome back to gamEmporium. I'm your host, Alvin, and today I'm going to be talking about Day 1 Switch titles that I don't think anyone has brought together as of yet. So I figured I would at least attempt to throw this out here and kind of do a little bit of research to let you guys know on which game titles are going to be coming to the Nintendo Switch Day 1, March 3rd, 2017. So, first off, I went to GameStop website, and they show that in their ultimate bundle that they have a what's called a Mario. They have actually Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Now, funny thing is I went around the site, and it showed that it was, had a date placeholder showing at 12/31/2017. But however, in their ultimate bundle that shows that their release date is 3/3/2017, it basically it makes it look like it's releasing as soon as the Switch comes out. Now, I don't know when it's coming out. I do know that it is coming out, but I don't know if it's a day one purchase, because just the way the two conflicting dates show that one you can pre-order, and supposedly you're supposed to be able to get Mario Kart 8 Deluxe right out the gate, but then if you order it separately, it shows like a 12/31/2017 as a placeholder. So I honestly don't even know when that game is supposed to come out. So anyway, with that out of the way, I'm going to share with you the games that are coming out on the 3rd of March. One game is called Redout, and it's a Nintendo Switch port of an Italian developer. 34 Big Things is what the company name is called, and I have not personally heard of them. But this apparently game is a blistering fast sci-fi racer, which is basically inspired by F-Zero, Wipeout, and Roll Cage. And so at least we get kind of a F-Zero-esque type game coming out for the Switch March 3rd. Another one that's coming out is Skylanders Imagination. Skylanders Imagination allows you to create your own Skylander, customizing everything from physical appearance to abilities and even catchphrases. It was released for the PS4, Xbox One, the PS3, the Xbox 360, and the Wii U last fall. So it's not exactly an exclusive like I would have liked to see, but I'm glad that, at least it's getting ported over. And this kind of tells me a little bit that the porting seems to be fairly easy, especially if they were able to port a game like that over. And a Skylanders show called Skylanders Academy also premiered on Netflix last year. I didn't get to see that yet. I haven't tried to look it up, but I may take a look at that. Another game, number 5 on the list, is Just Dance 2017. We all know that Ubisoft was gonna be coming out with it, I think, back in E3 of this year, I should say. And so the Switch version, however, will include an exclusive song, How Deep Is Your Love by Calvin Harris and the Disciples, as well as 3 months free access to Just Dance Unlimited, the streaming service that includes 200 extra songs. I don't know. It sounds like to me that they'll probably end up charging for it a little bit later down the road. And of course, including if you're... I don't know if it's going to be included with the Nintendo Online feature that they're coming out with, which I'm not very pleased with. Because, I mean, with renting a game or whatever, and then forcing you to buy it if you want to keep it kind of deal, just doesn't sit too well with me. So number 4 on the list, Binding of Isaac AfterBirth. And the Binding of Isaac AfterBirth is basically a randomly generated action shooter with heavy RPG and roguelike elements. Following Isaac on his journey, players will find bizarre treasures that change Isaac's form, giving him superhuman abilities, enable him to fight off droves of mysterious creatures, discover secrets, and find his way to safety. It's on Steam also, so you can pick it up there. So it's not an exclusive in any way. But, you know, it's still kind of good to see that other developers are still holding some interest, and it'll be there also on day 1 of the launch of the Switch. Number 3 that comes in is called Has Been Heroes. Now, this one I believe it's an exclusive, that it comes on day 1. And Has Been Heroes is a challenging roguelike game of strategy and action, featuring a band of heroes on a quest to escort the king's twin princesses to the Princess Academy. The players control 3 characters and must focus on combining hundreds of different spells to create devastating combo effects that can be used against enemies along the way. The rewarding strategy game features irreverent humor, expanding world maps, and increasing levels of difficulty. Players will stay focused and engaged in the gameplay as quantity and randomness of spells and items allow for thousands of new experiences, and will force a player to change the game of their style each time, while the specter of permadeath could cause a player to lose everything. This looks actually very interesting. I was checking out the trailer about this, and it looks pretty... At first you're kind of like, okay, what in the world is this, right? But as soon as you kind of get more into it, it's actually quite good. It looks more in-depth than I thought, and it might actually be a very good game. I'll be probably picking this up on day 1, but... Alright, so number 2 on the list is 1-2 Switch. And of course, they've been... they showed this at the Treehouse event that I saw. And, so... It's an impromptu party anywhere with anyone, thanks to the new play style, in which players look at each other. Not at the screen, of course. They actually are looking at each other. Bring the action and fun into the real world as you face off in Wild West duels, cow-making competitions, a copycat dance-off, and more. And each game takes advantage of the Joy-Con controllers that obviously come with the Switch, and it tries to kind of teach you how to play in different kind of ways. To me, this game should have been kind of more of a box-in. I think a lot of people do kind of agree, but at the playing devil's advocate, I kind of understand that on the other side, that maybe, you know, that kind of like how the Wii U had I think it was Wii Sports or something along that line, and how it kind of, the Wii U still kind of flopped, and maybe they didn't want to bundle another game that wasn't really a system seller. And so I guess I kind of see both sides, but it to me that feels like it should have been kind of more of a box-in game, because it was showing off the controllers, showing you how you can use the controllers and that kind of stuff. But really, I don't know about buying it separately. But anyway, now we're on to the number 1 game that is definitely coming out March 3rd. And of course, that's The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Now, of course, I'm very excited for this game. It's an upcoming game that's open world, action-adventure video game. And you know that it's the 19th main installment in the Legend of Zelda series, and the first original game in the series developed with HD resolution at least. So we have that. And of course we're following Link. He wakes up in after a 100-year slumber to a mysterious voice that guides him to defeat Calamity Ganon. And I've been playing Zelda, I would say, since launch day of The Legend of Zelda, day one. And I have to say, you know, even though that I've been trying to follow the series, I never really read up on the Historia itself. But I think when Nintendo originally came out with this game, they basically had... They didn't really have like a story in mind, because obviously The Legend of Zelda comes, I think, in the Downfall timeline, I believe, and it's almost like the last game on the entire thing. Think about that. If the first Zelda ever, you know, comes out in 1986 and it happens to be somewhere on the Downfall timeline, clear on the left side, then what is that about? I mean, I don't think they had a story in mind at first when they first originally wrote this. I think they just wanted to have some fun, some adventure. But I'm really glad to see that this Legend of Zelda is coming back to its original roots, and I'm really looking forward to it. But anyway, so those are the games. I believe I counted 7 games that are coming out on March 3rd, 2017, right alongside the Switch. That was about this video, so I want to thank you all for tuning in to gamEmporium. I hope to see you in the next video. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and hit the subscribe button as well. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.